Good day everyone. Wherever you're tuning in from, welcome to Dav Jones Yoga online practice. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a functional flow practice, and this is going to be orientated all around the hip joint. Now I devised the functional flow playlist just purely in ways in which we can integrate some more active ROM control through our joint systems, and just by implementing this type of movement into our life, and this can certainly help to complement your yoga practice. So active ROM is pretty much the ability in being able to move your limbs without there being the use of any external force. So if I was to take my big toe here and move my leg into this position, this would be something called passive ROM. With active ROM, not allowed to use any external force, this would be my active ROM, if that makes sense. So today we'll be looking at the hip joint, and there are plenty of potential movements through the hip, the function of the hip. I found this is a really useful way in which I can feel quite comfortable and confident within my hip joint. I feel quite strong and stable after doing one of these sequences, and I certainly find it helps support my yoga practice, feeling a lot more grounded and stable around the yoga mat. I hope you all enjoyed today's practice. I hope I have, as always, my 2 blocks and a strap. You will need these at some point throughout the next 60 minutes. Great, everyone, let's get into practice. So we're going to start today in something called a bear sit. So this is taking the feet a bit wider than the hip. You're going to bring the hands together in front, and from here just start to press the knees down towards the floor. So you're going to feel a bit more of a stretch here through the inner thighs. As I exhale, what I'm looking to try and do here is just to activate my outer hip joint in drawing the knees down towards the floor. If you want more, those in the room that feel they have a bit more space here, you could then see if you can bring the chest forward. Of course, that becomes a bit more of a stronger stretch. Breathe in through the nose, exhale, breathe out, push knees downwards. Inhale through the nose, exhale, draw knees downwards towards the floor. Okay, bring the legs back up, or the knees back up, take the ankles, and you're going to create equal resistance here. So pressing the inner thighs against the elbows and pressing the elbows back against the inner thighs. Draw the chest forward, breathe in. As you exhale, just simply press against the elbows and push back against the legs. And you'll feel that engagement now more so to the inner thigh area. Let's do 4 breaths. Inhale, exhale, push. Inhale. A bit stronger here on the next exhale. Exhale, create a bit more effort. Push against elbows, back against legs. Good, everyone. Let's do 1 more breath here. Inhale. Create a little bit more effort on this final time. Exhale, push against elbows, back against legs. Okay, release the engagement, the effort. Some of you might find there's a little bit more space in your hip joint here. Let's repeat what we did initially. So hands forward, take the palms if you wish, and then we'll do another 3 to 4 breaths here again. With each exhale, drawing the knees downward towards the floor. Inhale. Excuse me. Exhale, draw thighs towards the mat. 1, inhale. See if you can use a little bit more effort this time. Exhale, draw knees, thighs towards the mat. Do 1 more breath here. Inhale. And again, exhale, draw knees down towards the floor. Whoa, might feel it in the back a little bit as well. Okay, 1 more round of the second option we tried. So taking the lower leg with the hands, creating resistance now between elbows and inner thighs. So if you found that you've created space, meaning that the hips are a bit more open now, then start to practice in owning this new space. So keep the hips at the range that you've acquired and then try to generate effort and engagement in this new range. Breathe in, push against elbows, back against inner thighs, exhale. 1, inhale. Keep the resistance, exhale, a bit stronger if you can. Breathe out, exhale. And last breath here, inhale. Exhale. Okay, good. Release the resistance there. And some of us, again, might even notice a little bit more space in the hip. My hips have certainly opened up quite a bit here. Bring the palms together. You're going to bring this right knee in and down towards the floor as you face the top edge of your mat. Good, hold it here. If you find that you're falling a bit to the left here, you can just have the left hand down. Okay, take your time, take a breath in. Let's exhale, fold over this left knee. I'm just gently pressing this left leg down into the floor a little bit of effort, just to get a bit more activity in the outer hip. Let's all take about 6 to 7 breaths here. Okay, finish your next breath. Lift away from that leg. You have one option of two. So first one is to allow the lean out to the left. If you're finding the mobility of the hip is limiting you to keep the body upright, then I would suggest to have this left hand out to the side. Option 2, bring the palms together. We're going to see now if we can move through the hip. Option 2 is certainly a bit more demanding on the body, a bit more challenging, so you choose wisely. Okay, keep this left leg pushing down into the floor. Slowly lift this rear leg off. Now as you lift this right leg off, try not to allow your spine to rotate with this, to lift or move with this right leg. So I'm keeping my chest facing this left grounded leg as I lift this rear knee as high as I can manage. Good. Maintain. You're coming what is known here into your end range in external rotation of this rear hip, this right hip here. Okay, left hand comes down, right hand comes onto the outer thigh. Breathe in. On the exhale, push up into your palm and equally push down into the leg. Breathe out. So you feel this in this outer rear hip. Let's do another 2 breaths. Inhale. Push up into the palm, down into the thigh. Exhale. A little bit more effort on this final breath. Inhale. Push up into hand, down into leg. Exhale. Okay, release that resistance. See if you can get that right knee a little bit higher. Oh, not easy. Lower the knee down. Okay, lean towards this left leg and then lift this rear leg off. And again, you can have hands either side of the front thigh here. Option to give it a try with the palms together, a bit harder. Okay, Lift that rear foot as high as you can manage. Let's stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Lower the foot down. I'm still keeping this chest facing this front leg. Lift the rear leg off. Some of you might have noticed a little bit more height through this rear knee. Good. Come to your end range where the joint won't move anymore. Right hand places an outer thigh. Breathe in. 3 breaths here. Exhale, push up into hand. 1. Inhale. Generate a bit more effort this time. Exhale, push up into hand, down into thigh. Exhale. 2. Last one. Inhale. Excuse me. Exhale, push up into hand, down into leg. Exhale. Release the resistance. Try to get the knee a bit higher. We lower the knee down, still facing this left leg. And then once again, you can lean forward. Hands can be either side of the thigh. Lift that rear foot off. Stay 5. Cramp happens quite a bit with these functional flows. If you do notice it cramps, release and just have another try. 4. Lift as high as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Really good work, everyone. Nice and easy. Okay, lift the rear knee off. Go to your end range, palms together. When there's no more lift with this rear leg, slowly make your way back to bear sit at the centre of the mat. We're going to slowly rotate now to this right leg. This shape is known as 90-90, makes sense, doesn't it? 90 degrees in both knees. Rotate the chest towards this right leg. Slowly fold over, right leg. And again, I'm just gently pressing this right leg down into the floor. Just a bit of activity. In this right leg. 6 to 7 breaths. Good, everyone, finish your next breath. And then nice and easy, release, lift away from this right leg. Again, 2 options. Option 1, hands either side of the thigh. Option 2, give it a try with the hands together. You decide. Okay, lift this left knee off now. Still trying to keep the chest facing this grounded leg, this right leg. Good, lift, go to your end range with this rear hip. 3, good, 2, and 1. Okay, left hand this time on the outer thigh. We do 3 breaths. Inhale, push up into hand, exhale. 1, inhale, push up into hand, exhale, a bit stronger this time. Breathe out. Final breath here. Inhale. If it's cramps, release, have another go. Exhale, push up into hand. Oh, horrible stuff. And again, 2 options. You either lean towards this front thigh here, or try with hands together. Lift now the rear foot off the floor and hold. Lift as high as you can manage. Stay 5, 4, lifting high if you can. 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Good, everyone. Keep the chest facing this front leg, this right thigh. Lift the rear knee off. Hold. Lift as high as you can. Once there's no more range, left hand on outer thigh. 3 breaths. Inhale. Push up. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Push up. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale, push up. 3. Nice and easy, very good. Lower the knee down. We lean towards this front leg. Lift the rear foot off. Maybe there's a bit more height. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good work, everyone. Lower the foot. Keeping chest facing the front leg. Lift the rear knee off. Go to your end range. When there's no more movement to be accessed, no more range to be accessed, we then slowly make our way back into bear sit. Now we've just worked 2 functions of the hip known as internal and external rotation of the hip. Let's see if you're able to take the knees towards the floor. You might find a bit more range has been accessed here. Okay, moving on with this sequence, hands, palms stay together. Slowly rotate the body to 90-90 back on that left side again. This time lean over your left leg, lean a bit to the left. Again, remember your 2 options with the hands. Left hand is down, option 1. Option 2, you could try with the hands together. This time, you can just lift and float this rear leg off. You can really feel it in outer right hip here. Good, maintain. Option to have a try at this with the hands together, not easy. Those want to make it a bit harder, you could try and straighten the knee. If you've gone that far, let's bend, straighten, bend, and straighten. Wherever you are with this, circle that rear leg to the front as we find Janu Sirsasana shape. With this bent knee, I want you to be pressing it down into something. If the knee's not close to the floor, use one of your blocks, place under the knee, and I want you to press down so you'll feel the outer left hip here working. Okay. Active through both legs. Inhale, arms go up. Elevate the shoulders up towards the ears. Find fists with both hands. Breathe in. On the exhale, slowly fold towards the straight leg. Now I'm not taking the foot, I'm not grabbing the leg, I'm keeping the arms level with the ears as we stay for 3. Each inhale, try to extend the spine a bit more. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Good, everyone. One more. Inhale. Excuse me today. Quite a croaky voice. Exhale, fold. Nice and slow. Press down through that bent leg. Rise the arms up. Hands come together. Lean your weight back a little bit. Strong through this straight leg. Toes draw back. Slowly lift the leg off. See if you can bring your body towards the thigh, lifting the leg towards the body. Stay 3, 2, and 1. Bend at the knee. Take the foot over that left thigh for seated twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right hand comes down. If you find you're a bit congested with your body here, we can straighten out this bottom leg. So 2 choices. 1 is here. 2 is here. Inhale, left arm goes up. Breathe in, long through this left side. Breathe out through the mouth fully. And then twist. Option 1 is to hug this right thigh. Option 2, if you have the space in the spine, is to bring the elbow to the outer thigh. Rotating the spine back. Breathe into right shoulder, inhale. Exhale, rotate. May wish to close the eyes here. Really nice. Inhale into right shoulder. Exhale, rotate your spine. Let's do one more breath here. Doesn't it feel lovely? Inhalation into right shoulder. Exhale, rotate the spine. Really good, everyone. Slowly release the twist. Bring hands together. Now we're going to rewind this sequence, rewind this movement. Lift your right foot off. Keep this right thigh as close into the body as you can. As you slowly take this weight, you lean to the left. Take this rear leg back as we balance and hover this rear leg once again. If you wanted to make it harder, straighten out the knee. Hold wherever you are with this, bent leg or straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you haven't already, rebend the knee, 90-90, facing this left leg. Lift the rear leg off. Go to your end range, try to keep the chest facing or squared to the short edge of the mat. Once there's no more range of this rear thigh, slowly come back to bear sit at the centre. Might want to adjust your seat a little bit. Have a check-in, see if there's any improved range here with your bear sit. And then when you're ready, we're going to now rotate, take our body to this right leg. Good, everyone, take a breath in. And an exhale out. Good, nice and slow, start to lean forward towards this right leg. We start to take the weight over to the right side. And then slowly lift that left leg off. It might be as far as you go with this. Remember, you can have right hand down. If you feel you want to challenge yourself a bit further, try to straighten out this left leg. If you've gone that far, we rebend the knee, we straighten, we rebend the knee, one more time, and we straighten. Good, let's all bring this left leg to the front. And again, right knee, the bent knee is pressing down into the floor. Active straight leg, inhale, arms up. Arms level with the ears, shoulders elevating. Breathe in to side ribs. Find fists with the hands. Exhale, fold towards your straight leg. Let's do 3 breaths here. Inhale, move forward through sternum. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift forward through sternum. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, elongate spine. Exhale, fold. Good, strong through the body. Rise the arms back up. Bring the hands together. Keep that bent knee pressing down. Lean back a little bit. Lift this straight leg off. And again, see if you can bring body towards the thigh. Leg towards the body. Stay. 3, 4, 2, and 1. Very nice. Bend into the knee. Draw your thigh as close into the body as you can. And you're going to slowly take this left foot over your right thigh. Seated twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. And again, those out there finding this a bit congesting, very uncomfortable or off balance to stay in the seat, straighten this bottom leg. Left hand goes behind. Inhale, right arm up. Grow long through right side. Fully breathe out, exhale. Twist to the left. Option 1, take this left thigh. Option 2, if you have the space in your twist, bring the elbow to the outer thigh. Gaze back. Breathe into left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Good. Inhale into left shoulder. Close the eyes if you wish. Exhale, rotate. Good, everyone. One more breath here. Inhale into left shoulder. Exhale, rotate. Nice and easy. We slowly rewind, unwind the pose. Palms come together. Take the weight over to the right side. Press the bottom leg down as we lift this left foot off. Slowly take this left leg out to the side as we re-find this 90-90. And again, we could just start with hovering the leg. If you wanted to make it harder, we could straighten the knee. Maintain 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the knee down, 90-90 with both legs. Good, everyone. Keep the chest facing this right leg, short edge of the mat. Lift the rear knee off. Try not to allow the spine to rotate. Go to your end range. And then when you're ready, we make our way back to bear sit, back at the centre of the mat. Okay, let's have another check-in to see whether our hips have found a bit more range. Again, drawing the thigh bones towards the floor, pressing through the outer edges of the feet. Good. You might feel a little bit more spacious, especially feeling a little bit more worked through the rotators of your hip joint. Okay, really good. Chest up. Going to go once again back to 90-90 to your left side. Good, maintain here. Good, this time lean towards this left leg. We're going to lift that right foot off the floor. It's internal rotation. Left hand can come down this time. I want you to see if you can reach back for the foot. Assist the foot, bring it a little bit higher. And then engage the muscles in this right hip. And you're going to reduce the hold on the foot. And you just let go and you see if you can keep the foot where you pulled it to. Stay. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and easy. Set the foot down. You can keep the left hand, that lean to the left where you are. Option to try with the hands together. Lift the rear leg off. Straighten out the leg. Good, everyone. Bring that straight leg forward. Inhale, arms go up. Pressing the bent knee down into the floor. Exhale, fold over straight leg. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can keep the arms level with the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and slow. Inhale, rise the arms up. So excuse me, everyone. Slowly from here. Now bring this left foot onto the floor. We're going to twist to the straight leg side. So turn to the right. Right hand comes down. Turn your right fingers to face the left long edge of the mat. I look to the rear hand. Push down through this left foot as I lift up for wild thing. Okay, left palm back of the head. I want you to draw this left elbow down and then draw the left elbow back so you feel shoulder blades squeeze together. Do that 5 times. Left elbow down, draw it back. 2, down, 3, lift those hips. 4, last one, and 5. Good, nice and easy. Lower the hip back down. Step your left foot over the straight leg. Lower down onto your right elbow. It's a modification here of the Copenhagen, so this works your adductors. Press this left foot down into the floor. Try to keep this left hip, this top hip, stacked on the bottom and lift the straight leg off. We're going to pulse this 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10th one, hold. Adduct this straight leg as high as you can manage and then bend into the knee. See if you can lift the inner thigh a bit higher and then take that left foot, sorry, my mistake, this bottom foot, this right foot back. Ooh, not nice. Trust me, your hips will feel good after practice. Okay, nice and slow. Re-straighten the leg. See if you can get a little bit more height with the leg. Good, and then nice and easy, set the foot down. Come back up onto the hands. Take this left foot back to where we started. Into Janu Sirsasana, so left knee comes down. Palms together, lean back a little bit. Lift the right leg towards you, the straight leg towards you. Maintain. Now what you this time, just turn the toes out so you feel it in the head of the hip. Turn the toes back in. 1, let's do 2 more. Toes out, 2, back in. Last one, toes out, back in, 3. Really good, everyone. Okay, this time again, lean the weight to the left. Slowly making our way into this 90-90. Hover the back leg. Stay, 3, 2, and 1. Set the knee down. You can still have that lean to that left hand, or palms together. Front leg pushing down, lift the rear knee off. Some of you might be finding there's more range in your hip now. Good, we take it slow from here, and then we slowly make our way back to bear sit, back at the centre of the mat. Breathing in, and breathing out. Okay, let's check the range of our bear sit, pressing for the outer edges of the feet, and then drawing thigh bones down towards the floor. Okay, really good. From here, slowly now taking our pose to the right side for 90-90. You can have the hands either side of this front thigh. Lean over the right leg and then lift this rear foot off. See if you can maintain and lift that rear foot off the floor as best you can for 5, 4, 3. Good, everyone. 2, and for 1. Okay, set the foot down. Either keep the lean to the right on that right hand or palms together. Float that rear leg off. Hold it. Good. Straighten out the leg. Slowly bring it around to the front. Janu Sukhasana shape. We're pressing the bent leg down. Inhale, arms go up. See if you can keep the shoulders level with the ears. Exhale, fold towards the straight leg. Let's have 2 breaths. Inhale, lengthen towards the foot. Exhale, fold towards the leg. Inhale, lengthen the body towards the foot. Exhale, fold. Let's do 1 more here, everyone. Inhale, lengthen the body towards the foot. Exhale, fold. Fantastic work. Strong body. Inhale, rise the arms up. Good. Place this right foot onto the floor. Twist to the left. Now you'll see the position of these left fingers is important. So I turn the left fingers to face the right side of the mat, the right long edge of the mat. Push down for this right foot. As I look to the rear hand, I slowly lift up for wild thing on this left side. I want to keep this left shoulder shrugging into the body. Right palm comes onto the back of the head. Draw that right elbow down and then draw the elbow back. Feel shoulder blades squeeze together. Let's do 5. 1, 2. Good, everyone. 3, 4. Last one. And 5. Keep the hips lifted. Good. Release your wild thing. Slowly come down to the floor. Bring yourself back into onto the mat, sorry, and then from here slowly we're going to step this right foot over the straight leg as we lower our body onto this left forearm. And again, try to keep the hips stacked with that nice amount of pressure and push down through this right foot. Okay, lift the straight leg off. We're going to again see if we can lift and lower this straight leg for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift and hold. Maintain, adduct as best you can, and then slowly bend the knee. Good, try to lift your inner thigh a bit higher. Take the foot back, so take that left foot, kick it back. Re-straighten out the leg, see if you can lift the straight leg a little higher. And then nice and easy, slowly set the foot down. Really good, make your way back up onto your hands. Readjust, take this right foot back, make your way into Janushirasana. Press the bent leg down into the floor. Palms together, lean back a little bit, toes draw towards you. Slowly lift the straight leg off. Maintain. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and easy, take the weight over to the right side. Bend at the leg. We again find this 90-90 shape. Right hand can be down on the floor if it's a bit strong now. Maintain 3, 2, and 1. Set the thigh down, really good. Pressing this front leg down into the floor. We again see if you can find external rotation, end range with this rear hip. Left knee comes off. Good, you might find there's a little bit more range that you've accomplished here or accessed as we slowly make our way back to bear sit. At the centre of the mat. Let's try our external rotation range, drawing the thigh bones towards the floor. Pressing down for the outer edges of the feet. 3. Exhale, thigh bones draw down. 2. And 1. Okay, nice and easy. 90-90 to the left side. Press the front leg down. Inhale this time, arms come up. Going to make this a bit more of a flow now. On the exhale, slowly take the weight towards this front leg. We're pressing left leg down. Inhale, arms come up. Hands together, lean to left. Rear leg comes off. Good, straighten out the knee. Good, bring the leg forward. Inhale, arms up. Bent leg pushes down, straight leg is active and strong. Exhale, fold towards straight leg. Take the body a little bit over to the right. Feel that stretch down the left side of your back. Good, everyone. Inhale, rise the arms up. Good, left foot comes onto the floor. Twist to the right. Set up for wild thing. I'm looking to the rear hand as I slowly lift the hips up. Good, move your hips towards this left side, long edge of the mat. Good, see if you can float that rear foot off and then step it towards the hand, that grounded hand. Lower onto your rear knee. I would suggest to fold over your mat for this. Kneeling lunge pose, everyone. Rear knee is below the hip. Engage the rear glute. Good, palms together. I tend to like to kind of hug my body here. Keep my head over ribs and then ribs over hips. Lift the rear foot off. And we're going to lift and lower this rear foot for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If this is quite sensitive for the knee, please feel free to cushion it out. Don't torture yourself. Hold it in flexion, stay 3, see if you can keep the glute contracting. 2, and 1, set the foot down. Okay, nice and easy. Straighten out the front leg. I am going to reach now for my blocks. So Ardha Hanumanasana shape here. Feel free to have the hands on blocks. Let's try and keep the spine in a roughly kind of neutral position here. So I'm not flex too much. I've got the chest gently coming forward. Keep active and straight and strong through this straight leg. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale, fold forward. Good, one more time. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale, fold forward. Exhale, fold forward. Good, everyone. Let's have one more breath here. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale, fold forward. Okay, nice and easy. Push down for your blocks. Lift away from the fold. This time, round the spine. Point these left toes. Lift the straight leg off. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that left block to the inside of the leg. Take the left leg back. Good. You can remain on the blocks for a moment. Lift that rear leg off. Kick the left leg up. Good. Try not to allow your body, your spine, to go into a back bend. Draw the front ribs in. You want to really feel it in this left glute here. Hold. 2. And 1. Nice and easy. Set that left foot down. You can place the blocks out to one side. You'll need them in a bit. As you slowly find the floor, finding the seat. Good, everyone. Janusasana on this right side. Inhale, left leg goes up. Good. Turn the toes out. Turn the toes in. 1. Toes out. Toes in. 2. Toes out. Toes in. 3. Okay, turn the toes out. Bend at the knee. Slowly lower this left leg down. Lift this rear leg off. Hug it into the body. 90-90. Hover the rear leg. Nearly there with this, everyone. Lower the leg down. Really good work. Palms together. Option for left hand down, of course. Lift the rear knee off. Hold it here. Abduct. Externally rotate as best you can. As we then make our way back to bear sit, centre of the mat. And again, let's check in. See if we can draw thigh bones towards the floor. Making a lot more range here. Good. Slowly then make your way to 90-90 on this right side. Good. Arms go up. Elevate shoulder. Press this right leg down. Exhale. Fold towards this front leg. Push down into the floor. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Slowly rise it back up. Hands together, chest center, or right hand to the right. Lean over to the right side. Float off this rear leg. Good, everyone. Straighten out the knee. And then slowly bring it around to the front. Janusasana, right knees pressing down. Inhale, arms up again. Elevate shoulder. Exhale, fold towards the straight leg. Move the arms this time a bit over to your left, so you feel the stretch down the right side. Stay 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, arms go up. Twist to the left. Left hand comes down. Right foot onto the floor. Push down through right foot as we lift up for wild thing. Good. Move the hips again towards this long edge of the mat. Find that nice opening with wild thing. Lift the rear foot off. Slowly bring it around to the grounded hand. Lower onto the rear knee. Good, that's again an option to fold the mat here. Kneeling lunge position. Hip over the rear knee. Engage left glute. Option to hug your rib cage. Let's go for 10, lift the foot off. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you cramp, relax, release and have another go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Hold and squeeze. 5, squeeze heel to glute. 3, 2 and 1. Set the foot down. Okay, very nice. Find your blocks. Okay, straighten out the front leg. Half splits position. Keep the spine relatively straight to what it feels like for you. Inhalation, chest moves forward. Keep the straight leg active, toes drawing towards you. Exhale when you're ready, slowly fold towards the straight leg. 5 breaths here. Good, everyone finish your next breath. Each inhalation, chest is trying to move forward. Each exhale, we fold a bit lower. Okay, push down for the blocks, release the fold. Round the spine, point the toes, lift the straight leg off. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Bring the block to the right block to the inside of the straight leg. See if you can balance here. Right leg goes out to the side. Take it back. You can keep the hands on blocks or you can do without here, it's up to you. Draw front ribs in. I want you to really feel it in your right glute here. So I'm kicking that rear heel up, but trying to keep less engagement, if you will, in the lower back muscles. Maintaining that right glute activation. Stay 3, 2 and 1. Set the rear foot down. Okay, blocks out to one side. And we're roughly in that kind of like wild thing shape again as we lower the hip down towards the floor. Janushirasana. With the right leg forward, straight, lean back, left knee pushes down, lift the straight leg off. We're going to again turn toes out and in. Let's do 2 more. Toes out and in. Last one. Toes out and in. Turn the toes out, keep the hip in external rotation, bend at the knee, and we slowly set this right leg down as we lean to the right. Rear foot lifts off. Take the rear hip into the 90-90 position. Option again, if you still have the juice, you can of course try to straighten the leg. Hover it and hold. 2 and then 1. Set the leg down, 90 degrees in the knee. Palms together or leaning to your right. Lift that rear leg off. Keep the chest facing the short edge of your mat. Stay. 3. Lift that rear thigh higher. 2 and 1. Slowly make your way back to bear sit. Centre the mat. Good. Thigh bones pressing towards the floor, everyone. Inhale. Exhale. Press the thighs down. Inhale. Exhale. Press the thighs down. Good, everyone. Nice and easy. Bring the feet, the soles of the feet onto the floor. And then let's slowly bring the soles of the feet together. Create like a diamond shape with the legs. Collect the lower leg just above the ankle. Gently pull the chest forward. Inhale into the front of the ribs. Using your exhalation, slowly fold towards the feet.
You can close down the eyes here. You may wish to play around with placing the head in different positions, just getting that stretch to the back of the neck, down the length of the spine. Good, everyone, take your time, nice and easy. Inhale.
Release the fold. Bring the knees up. Find one of your blocks. Place between your inner thighs. Now I want you to roughly have your thigh bones, the width of your hip. So for some of us, placing the block at the narrower width would suffice. If you've got slightly wider set hips, then you could do the opposite, so you would go the full length of the block, yeah? For me, that's a little bit too wide. And then from here, lean back, lift muscles of the pelvic floor, slowly lift the feet. If you're wobbling a bit here, hands can come down for your balance. Squeeze the block. Good, now we're going to flex both ankles. First off, let's try and straighten the right leg. 3, 2, 1. Rebend. Straighten the left. And rebend. Okay, inhale. This time exhale, squeeze the block, take the right foot out. So you internally rotate the right hip. You might not get much range here. You can see with me it's not that noticeable. And the right leg comes back. Let's try the left. Inhale. Left hip internally rotates. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Now we're going to slowly straighten left leg and then take right hip into internal. Foot turns outward. Thigh rolls in. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Bend both knees. Good. Straighten right leg. Take left hip into internal rotation. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Rebend both knees. And then slowly, those hips. Lower the feet down towards the floor. Okay, well deserved Baddha Konasana. Now, option to bring the heels a bit closer towards the front of the hip. If you find that really brings the knees up high, please feel free to take the feet forward. What I want you to try to avoid a little bit here is to not allow the lower back to round too much. Not that that's a bad thing, it's more to the point is I want you to have a little bit more control of what the pelvis is doing here. So kind of rocking the pelvis forward so we have a bit of anterior tilt, so the pelvic bowl moving forward like this. We want to have that control of the pelvis as we inhale into the chest, and then slowly exhale, fold towards the feet. Now, I'm not gripping the legs here and pulling my body down. I just want to use my exhalation to gradually progress into the pose. Really good, everyone. Have a few more breaths here. Okay, next inhalation, slowly lift away from the fold, come up. Okay, we're going to do a bit of PNF stretching to finish then with this Baddha Konasana. Take hold of the lower leg with the hand, and I just rest my elbows on the inner thighs. For the first 3 breaths, I'm going to push the legs up into the elbows and equally fight the legs by pushing the elbows down. Okay, inhale. Exhale, push up, press down. Inhale. A little stronger with your effort. Push up through the legs, press down for the elbows, exhale. So you really feel this in your inner thigh muscles. One more breath here. Inhale. A little bit more effort again. Press up, push down, exhale. Some of you might want to see if you can bring the chest a bit more forward now. Release that engagement. Extend both arms, find fists, and then using your outer hip muscles, press the knees down towards the floor. Some of you might have the knees all the way down. If the knees are quite high, some alternative options here would be to place blocks under the outer thighs and then use that connection here to press the legs into the blocks. Okay, wherever you are with this. Inhale. Again, if you want a bit more from this, you would lean the body forward. Exhale, press thighs towards the floor. You want to be feeling this in your glutes. You'll feel the glute fibers contract, glute medius, glute minimus, as well as a bit of glute max. Inhale. Push thighs down. Exhale. A little stronger effort with this final one. Inhale. Push thighs down. Exhale. Okay, really good. Relax. You can see here now I've already managed to take the knees all the way down. So it's surprising how well some of these stretch methods work. Okay, and again I'm going to repeat one more round of this. If you find that the knees are down, then you're going to have to bring or fold into the pose a bit. So from here again, elbows, inner thighs. Breathing in. Push up into elbows, down into thighs, exhale. 1. Inhale. Up into elbows, down into thighs, exhale. 2. This third and final breath, a bit stronger with the effort. Inhale. Up into thighs, up into elbows, down into thighs, exhale. Whew, relax that engagement. Again, some of you might find the range has opened up even more. Okay, arms come forward, find fist. Option to come a little forward into the body. Breathe in, 3 breaths. Exhale, push the legs down into something, whether that's the floor or your blocks. Inhale. Bit stronger with the second breath. Exhale, thighs push down. Last breath here. Inhale. Exhale, thighs push down. After you've finished exhale, relax the engagement of the hips. Passively
Fold forward towards the feet. Have a few calming breaths here. Okay, nice and easy, slowly lift up.
Really good, everyone. Bring the knees together. You might want to give yourself a nice hug here. Really great work today, everyone. That's quite a lot of activity for your hip. Even though we barely made it up from a seated position, you can surprisingly see how you can create these quite creative sequences just by integrating all the movements of the hip. Really great. So feet on the floor, roughly hip width distance. Using the control of your core, slowly, segmentally bring each vertebrae of your spine down to the floor with control as we slowly lower the back of the head. Option to straighten out the legs. Option, of course, to keep the bend in the knees as they are. Close down the eyes and just spend these next few moments relaxing in your Shavasana. as with all of my Shavasana options in my classes, if you would like to spend longer here in this final resting pose, please feel free. I'm going to conclude the practice from here, everyone. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for attending. I hope your hips feel great after this sequence. Any questions, please feel free to comment. I look forward to seeing you again. Enjoy.